Hey everyone, Automatic Gaming here. Just thought I'd upload a kind of a quick little video on basically what I'm using for my rig. Let's just start out from top to bottom, right? So for my GPU, I have a single GeForce GTX 980. It's the Asus Strix Edition. It's a lovely card. I have not had any problems whatsoever with it at all. And it works beautifully. I haven't encountered anything at 1080p that I couldn't handle on Ultra, so that's pretty awesome. Currently, I only have a single monitor, just because I'm not a real hardcore gamer. I do love games, but I'm not. I don't. I haven't really seen a point, for me to. Nor do I really have room at my desk for two or more monitors because my stereo system flanks my TV. So as you can kind of see in the default, the my where my PC is like maybe about a third of a meter to the right of my TV, and in between that I have my subwoofer, a speaker, and my main stereo selector thing. Where all the options are. That's kind of the basic there, and then also for my CPU, I'm using a Intel Core i7 4790K. This is not overclocked as yet. I do not have a need to. Also, I do not have water cooling. I have standard air cooling. I do have plans to water cool my system. I just, I really want to do my research first and, make sure that I know how to properly install those things before I just go putting a bunch of water in my system. Because I do want to do it myself. I could pay someone to do it, but, I'm a really I like to do things on my own. So, there's that. So moving on to RAM. Alright, so I have 32 gigabytes of RAM, and they're all the 1600 megahertz. So they're not insanely fast, but they do. Um, and you might be like, okay, dude, you've got an i7, you've got 32 gigabytes of RAM. You just wasted money. And on the 32 gigabytes of RAM, I'll admit I kind of just did it just because, I figured, hey, why not? It can handle it. Might as well. But for the as far as the i7 goes, I also do some video editing. I also have some programs like like Mathematica because I'm also a physics student, so I need to be able to run simulations on my computer, and it helps a lot. If I'm also browsing the internet, if I have those hyper threaded cores, it's a little bit more helpful. I could have went with an i5. I could have totally, and I would have been all right. It's just the i7 was a little bit nicer, and it kind of suited my purposes better. So, okay, so that's GPU, CPU, memory. You also notice I usually do things at 1080p. I just don't really see the point in doing anything beyond that right now because A, I don't have the money, and B, as I said, I don't, I have a 1080p monitor. Well, it's a TV. You know, it's like a Vizio TV that I have hooked up as a HDMI input. So, it works. It does what I need it to do, and it games very well. So, also the case is the CM Stormtrooper. It's a full ATX case because I am a massive man and I have massive hands, and even to work in this case, it was a little bit tight with my large hands. But it was good. It's heavy. This system is heavy. I would probably say it weighs about 80, 85 pounds, something around there. I'm kind of comparing that to a dumbbell, but it's not light. But yeah, it does what it needs to do, and it's been great. I've had it about a year. Haven't had any real problems with it. It does some funky things sometimes, but I think it's mostly because maybe I have a driver misinstalled here and there. That's not a big deal though. Okay, and also for my power supply, I have an EVGA 1000 watt. Which is enough to run all this. In part because the GTX 980 is such an efficient card. But yeah, I mean I think that covers everything. Oh, right, my hard drives. Almost forgot. Need to cover the hard drives. Can't forget about those memory sticks. All right, so hardware system. Let me see. Well, that's mount processor. Maybe it's here. Okay. So, well, I'll just go ahead and say it. Okay, well, basically, I'm running my OS off of a 250 gigabyte SSD. It's I think it's a Samsung 840 Evo. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I don't want to pull it out and look at it, obviously, because, well, that would be a very bad thing to do right now. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Samsung 840 Evo. And, it's really nice. It boots my system up super fast, of course. What else would you expect? And let's see. And for my main drive, I have a 1 terabyte. What's the name? I forgot the name of the. No, that's not Seagate. It's the one. It's the company that has all the blue and the purple and the red and the black drives. It starts with a W. I know it starts with a W. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I have the 1 terabyte blue. Just because for right now, eventually I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to get a 4 terabyte or, whatever they have when I have the money, because I am going to need it, just because, videos are not small things. And also just, I also want to have a backup, because as it stands right now, that 1 terabyte is my backup, and I want to have a backup for that. So, yeah, I mean, that basically covers it. Not the most exciting video, but, I just figured, hey, I might as well make this so you know what I'm using. So if you have a similar rig, you know kind of what to expect. And I don't know, I guess every other YouTuber that's a gamer kind of has a spec of their computer. Yeah, that's basically it. So, as always, thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions or anything like that, maybe games that I should check out, just drop them in the comments section below. Or if you just have something funny to say, that's always welcome too. Love humor. So with that being said, that's going to be the end of this one, and I will see all of you in the next video.